I am beating myself up. I'm standing outside with a blunt between my fingers. It's lit, and I'm wondering, why did I do this again? I don't want to smoke anymore. And yet, here I am, standing outside, doing exactly the thing I don't want to do. And whenever I do bad habits or just things I want to quit doing, whenever I'm doing it, I make sure I educate myself so that I don't feel good while I'm doing it. For example, if I'm eating junk food, I will watch a video on how junk food is bad for you. So while I'm enjoying the junk food and eating it, I'm also feeling bad because I'm realizing what this junk food is doing to me while I'm eating it. So I do the same thing with smoking. I pulled up a video on weed addiction, and first video I see, I click on it, and this guy, he gets on it, he's saying, who told you can't start smoking? Who told you? Was it your friends? Was it your parents? Was it your who told you can't stop smoking? And I'm watching the video and I'm like, I don't know. I'm scratching my head. Who told me? Did my mom? No, she didn't tell me. Did my brothers tell me? No, they didn't tell me. Who told me I can't stop smoking? And I'm watching this video, trying to figure out the answer. Who told me? Who told me? And the guy pauses. He looks at me and he says, you told you. And the second he said that, I paused the video, my heart dropped, and I just stared off into the distance because it was so true. My brother didn't tell me, my mom didn't tell me, my friends didn't tell me, my girl didn't tell me. I told myself I can't stop smoking. I told myself I need to get a blunt. I told myself I feel a craving and I need to smoke to get rid of it. That was all me. In that moment, I relearned the power of the mind, and I knew something needed to change. If you don't know who I am, my name is Faith, and my entire goal with this page is to help you reach your goals. Now, this isn't the first time I learned about the power of the mind. I learned it a few years earlier, but it was something I had forgot. For the longest, I could not run longer than 1 mile. This is like years ago, back in high school. And I always tried, but every single time I approached that mile, I just felt like I couldn't. I'm thinking I can't keep running, my lungs are burning, I can't catch my breath, my legs hurt, and I would always stop. I never could run a mile, and I felt like I never would be able to. Well, years passed, and then COVID came, and we're in the lockdown, and I'm sitting restless at home, and I want to get into a new hobby, and I decided, why not running? Why not try to run the mile? If I always wanted to do it, so why not try? Well, I was trying and it wasn't working. I just could not do it no matter what. And I'm running out of options. And I decided, you know what? I've got money now. I'm just going to get a coach. So I download a runs app. It's called Runners Keeper. And on that app, you can get a subscription. And then you'll get like an online coach, running coach. It's pre-programmed, pre-recorded, all of that stuff. But it was good for me. I got the app, got the coach, and we start running together. I've got my headphones in. I'm listening to the coach speaking. She's guiding me through the run, and we approach the 1 mile. Now, I am starting to feel the burn. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. And she's over here saying, yeah, let's go. We're gonna do this mile. I'm over here like, I'm dead. I can't. I'm gonna stop. And as I'm telling myself I can't, I'm gonna stop. I'm out of breath. My legs hurt. Chest is tight. I hear her voice, and she starts saying, now you might be getting uncomfortable during this part. You might not be able to keep going. That's what you may be thinking, but I want you to understand, you can push past the discomfort. Running is not going to be comfortable, and that's okay. You can keep going, keep pumping your arms. You can do this. You've got this. You can do this. And I hear that voice. At the same time, I've got this second voice in my head saying I can't, but this voice saying I can, it starts to empower that voice. It starts to overpower it. And now I start thinking like her. I'm thinking, actually, I can do this. I can push past the discomfort. I can keep running. And before I knew it, I ran the mile. Never could run the mile straight. But in that moment, when she was telling me I can, and she kept telling me that over and over again, and then I started to believe her and start thinking that for myself, that is when I finally ran the mile. Self-talk is your greatest power. The one thing I've learned, and I have to continue learning this lesson over and over again, is that when you talk to yourself like a champion, you will be a champion, and you will act the right way, the way you want to be. You'll be your best self. When you say, I can do this, nothing's stopping me. I am the best. I will do whatever it takes. you will be that person. But if you talk to yourself like a failure, like a loser, like somebody who just can't succeed at anything, what do you think you're gonna feel? I know when I talk to myself like that, I don't feel good. I feel bad. I feel discouraged. I feel stressed out, and it makes me quit. It makes me give up. The one thing I've learned over and over again is that when you take control of your self-talk, you take control of your life, because the things you hear in your head influences how you feel and how you act. Now, my next question was, how do I change my self-talk? Because it's so easy for me to beat myself down, but it's hard for me to pull myself up. It's easy for somebody else to do, but when it comes to just me, it's hard. That's when I realized how important it is to just listen to people speak you up, pull you up, to listen to empowering messages, to listen to affirmation music. Because the more I listen to that stuff, the more I start to just think like that. And when I just start thinking, you can do this, you're the best, no one's stopping you, everything changed for me. No problem could hold me back. No problem could hold me back. And I also realized that if I listened to negative messages, that too would be playing in my head over and over again, and that would negatively impact me. So I stopped listening to all the drama. I got on social media with all the negativity. I stopped gossiping. I stopped doing all that stuff. I stopped listening to music with negative connotations. I focused only on empowering stuff. And that changed my entire paradigm, that changed my entire mindset, that changed everything. And you can do the same thing too. You have greatness inside of you. I would not be saying this if it wasn't true. You have greatness inside of you. You can achieve whatever you want. And I know you want to do something good. I know you want to live your best life. That's why you're here, and I applaud you for being here. You can get whatever you want in this life. And I want you to understand that you are not average. You're not like those regular people who are just living life on autopilot mode. You have big dreams and ambitions. You're not like those other people. You're different. You're special. If you don't believe that, I will keep saying that over and over again until you do. Go down to my description and click the link. You're going to get a playlist I've made of some of the materials I've listened to that's helped improve my self-talk. It's completely for free. Go check that out right now if you want to start improving your self-talk. Ultimately, if you want to reach your goals, there's 3 things you got to do. You got to, 1, take action. And the first step you can take is go down to my description and get that playlist. 2 is to be consistent, and that means continue to listen to that playlist every day. If only for 2 minutes, that's fine. And 3rd, make your goals happen, but that can only happen when enough time passes. You can't force time to pass, but you can influence how your life changes through the actions you take and how consistent you are. You've got this, all right? I believe in you.